Your broadcast. Oh boy. They're testing it. Let's see if it works this time. It's oof. I did actually get my scheduling thing working this time, so that's nice. Yep, there we go. We are live, supposedly.
Your broadcast. Oh
Everything
boy.
sounding good? I think it is. I think it's acceptable. Just what's up, everyone? Boy, I finally got my schedule to work. And honestly, I was thinking back on it and I was trying to think, like, did I get my date wrong? I was thinking, like, yesterday was Valentine's Day. The last time I tried to stream, I'm wondering if I just put in the day before instead of the day of. And so that was messing up the stream because I didn't change anything in my settings. I was trying to set a schedule for a live stream and then kept failing at it day after day after day. And I think I was just putting in the date wrong because this is the first time in a while I explicitly remember checking the date while I was putting it in. So that might explain my scheduling problems. I had microphone problems as well, but I think I corrected that. Oof. Yes, I am super ecstatic to be talking about today's topic, the Paper Mario games, because I have a bit of a history with this franchise, of course, but let's not get into that just yet. The main thing, the thing that brought this about, and the reason I decided to do this live stream, I specifically wanted to talk about. Ah, shit. No, talking about how to input something into Google Images. There we go. Super Paper Mario. I actually had this thing sitting on my shelf for years, right? Like, I've been meaning to come back to this one for years. I believe even before Color Splash came out in 2016. I've been trying to remember how long it's been since I've played it, and I really legitimately do think I haven't played it at all since 2009 or 2011, something along those lines. I want to say it's been. I don't think I was playing it after the Wii U. I ever played it after the Wii U came out. I have no idea at all. And I'm trying to think. I don't think I played it at all after I got Color Splash, which was in not Color Splash, Sticker Star, which was in 2013. So I'm trying to rationalize when I last played this. And it's been sitting on my shelf, and I decided to. I've been going through my backlog of games I want to play again and games I own but I haven't really touched. And I decided to pop it in and play it again after a long hiatus, right? Like, it's been a long time since I played Super Mario. Super Paper Mario. I haven't finished it at all since it came out in 2007. 13 years ago. So I honestly put this one in expecting to get bored of it really quickly, and I could not stop playing it. I was very surprised with how much fun I was having with this game. I was very impressed. I've been playing it for about an hour so far. I got through the first world and I'm on the second, and it's all coming back to me, man. The situations, the humor, the drama, the memorable moments. The game does such a good job of seeming so innocuous at first and then becoming completely brutal later on. As early as chapter 2, it started to like kind of escalate in a way that you wouldn't typically expect from a Mario game. And it's so strange. The game is so radically different from the Thousand Year Door in a lot of ways, but then like so similar in others. It's not like Sticker Star at all, where they kind of like radically changed everything about the lore and typical how the plot plays out. It's typically it's very much rooted in what the Thousand Year Door did plot-wise, in which you're saving the world from a JRPG threat. But the gameplay is radically different, and the gameplay, I'm really surprised to be saying this, is a lot of fun. I was expecting it to be okay, because like this is the thing about Super Paper Mario, I think, is that I've been so busy, defending Sticker Star, defending Paper Jam, defending Color Splash, and talking about how much I prefer the original Paper Mario over the Thousand Year Door. I somehow completely never really talked about how much I like Super Paper Mario, or never really returned to it, or never seriously considered that this could be a viable next step forward for the franchise. Make a new Super Paper Mario with no turn-based combat, instead focused on building the action game aspect and sort of a... I mean, here's all you need to do is just make it like Color Splash, but like get rid of the turn-based. Just make it an action RPG, like a straight-up action RPG in a 3D space, like Super Paper Mario 2. That is something that could viably work, and I'm so surprised at how few people have been bringing up this game in the past several years, unless it's to bring up how much better this was than Sticker Star. Like, it's really one of those games that has been completely overshadowed by the ridiculous amount of controversies. I imagine Star Fox is in sort of the same boat, right? Like, the original is good, 64 is a classic. You have Star Fox 2, plenty of people. I'm really wondering... We're all over the place with this. Like, this may be one of those titles that has been forgotten purely because of the Pretendo backlash. And with that in mind, this is a legitimately good game. Oh no, this is not what I... Arlo YouTuber, hang on. It's the Muppet. Like, the Muppet is responsible for people not really taking Paper Mario seriously. It's unbelievable. Like, this is the face of the problem with Paper Mario right now, I think, is that Arlo and people like him have put the Thousand Year Door, which is a legitimately really great game. I myself have put over 80 hours in my best file. I love that game. They've put the Thousand Year Door on such a high pedestal, they completely dismiss all the other legitimately good games that have come out since then. Super Paper Mario is great. Sticker Star is a completely fresh new take on the series. Color Splash is an improvement on Sticker Star. Paper Jam was a fantastic crossover between Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario. I think this is the reality of Arlo and people like him, is that they are so obsessed with a video game series playing and being the exact same throughout all of its entries, the way they exactly like it, that they are not really willing to accept anything growing or evolving. It reminds me a lot of how Zelda fans, right? How many people discounted Zelda 2, like hated Zelda 2, like people who hated like Ocarina, Majora, Wind Waker, Twilight, like Skyward Sword, I think is the big one now. Triforce Heroes. How so many people will attack these really, really good games purely for not being, oh, it's not as good as the one I played in the past. It's the same kind of mindset, just for this specific niche of Mario game, like the Paper Mario games, right? We've seen this with... Right, how is this branched out in other areas, right? Arlo made videos shitting on Mario and Luigi, right? Because of this obsession. Like, he has all these weird opinions about Star Fox and Animal Crossing and Pikmin and just... how many times has he raged over, like, a Kirby game existing? It never really stops with him. And this is, like, one of the things he's most well known for is his obsessive love for the Thousand Year Door. It's completely ridiculous. Let me see. The chat, the chat's really active. Going on an Arlo rant right there. They got the paper cuts of Paper Mario. Yep. Pokemon Home, yes, they did release Pokemon Home, and unfortunately, I have not tried it yet. I have no intention of subscribing until I'm at the point where I'm willing to catch every single Pokemon. So what I'm planning now is I'm going to get through my entire backlog, like everything on my shelf, everything I want to play, and then I'm going to go back and like 100% the games I really, really want to play. So I definitely want to do Pokemon. My cutoff date, I think. I want to I'll catch all the Pokemon up to Gen 5. I think that's my cutoff date. I'm not sure if I'm interested in not because I don't like the new generations, but it's just becoming too gargantuan of a task, and it's kind of discouraging to see that like they're always going to introduce more of them, and I think. I don't know, paying a subscription fee for Pokemon, I'm not sure how that's gonna fly with me. I'm not super on board with that idea. They really should just have released an app and let you do that. I don't like them nickel and diming people for a service like that. I don't know, man. I would just rather catch every Pokemon in my favorite generations. I don't want this cross-gen subscription shit. The first three Paper Marios are amazing. I like them all. I was going to say this on stream. I don't think I mentioned this. I feel like I'm the only Paper Mario fan who likes each and every one of the Paper Mario games. I would say the first is my favorite, but like now that I've returned like the Thousand Year Door, finished Sticker Star, finished Color Splash, and I'm playing Super again, and a finished Paper Jam, I can safely say that like I'm a fan of every single game in the series. I like them all. Yes, Color Splash is great. Yep. Yeah, Super Paper Mario. Yeah, it's kind of basic in the beginning, but when it really ramps up around like Chapter 2, I'd say it's really, really messed up, and it's great. You know, it's amazing how much it stuck with me even after all these years, because I have not played this game at all. I haven't finished it at all since 2007, and yet I'm coming up with like specific situations, like the ending, and just it's so good. It really does a lot to mislead you in that regard. It's really, really great. Yep. You guys are better than most. You guys are better than most of the YouTube audience, though. You guys actually are not NPCs. So, yep. This message is out for review. Yeah. Okay. So that's everything. Yeah. So Arlo, I think he's been like relevant since the whole Color Splash thing. Like Color Splash is the reason he exists, essentially. So I'm really, really wondering how exactly his what's going to instigate his downfall of a YouTube career, because it's going to happen eventually. He's showing all of those signs of being kind of a unstable personality behind the scenes. It's going to be really, really interesting to see just how he goes downhill and like what his when he starts declining. I imagine it's just going to be him like not liking the next Paper Mario. I think that's going to be what's it. Like that's my assumption, is that he's going to have something to say about the new Paper Mario not being on board with like the tone of the Thousand Year Door, something really ridiculous like that. It's going to be something. Like he's going to attack a rather popular game, and he's going to backtrack, and that's going to really ruin his credibility. It takes a long time for gaming YouTubers to lose all of their credibility. Like, look at Spoonie. He was like not producing anything for years, and people have only just now started shitting on him, right? Like, publicly saying that like there is no way his most hardcore fans are only just now beginning to admit that the old Spoonie is never, ever coming back. And again, Arlo's not in the same position that Spoonie was. Spoonie has this really rabid cult fan base that he cultivated like throughout the early years of the internet, back when no one did this kind of stuff. So I don't think modern YouTubers have that same kind of pull, right? Like Pro Jared, let me see, what's Pro Jared's numbers look like? I'm really curious, because like he released a new video recently, and I looked at it because he has terrible taste in video games. Right. So let's see here. So he still gets views, but I imagine it's quite a bit less than what he used to get. I imagine a lot of his most hardcore fans have jumped ship. I think he was able to damage control them. Yeah, see, they have gone downhill. See, his actual videos, 400. And so I guess his views have halved. Like, I guess he's getting his subscribers back, but he's not at 1 million subscribers anymore. So he's, it's interesting because I'm not sure how much this divorce is going to be held over his head. It's just, it really does depend on what Haiti does. I haven't been keeping up with the situation, but my understanding on it is that ProJared's connections with the SJW community have sort of given him a free pass when it comes to his wife accusing him of being like a misogynist rapist or whatever, like an abusive asshole or whatever. Like, because ProJared is in with the right people, he's essentially been forgiven by the community, even though he's done a lot worse shit than JonTron has, who still hasn't been forgiven by these people. ProJared is... The narrative now is that, like, Heidi, his ex-wife, is she his ex-wife? Are they divorced yet? I honestly don't even know. The narrative right now is that Heidi tried to fuck him over, and that's kind of true, but it kind of isn't, because it kind of implies that ProJared didn't do anything wrong when he clearly did. Like, he took pictures of himself cosplaying as Sailor Neptune, so that's kind of not normal. But yeah, I'm just oof. It'll be interesting to see how the divorce goes. Heidi, I think, messed up because she kind of overplayed her hand when it comes to the SJW community. I think she was expecting people to come to her support purely because she was a woman, and that kind of happened. But I think she kind of underestimates the nepotism of the YouTube gaming community. How, if you're like in that crowd, if you support the same kind of politics and like do all the right things, like, they're going to defend you. Like, it's interesting to see like how this is changed. Holy crap, that is the most ugliest picture I've ever seen in my life. Holy crap. What is that doing on my feed? Okay. But yeah, I'm just ProJared. Ugh. '64 is my favorite. Yeah, I really like 64 too. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, Jared Subway and Jared YouTube. What is with the Jareds of the world? Let's see. Jared. Let's see. What happens if you type in Jared? Do you get ProJared? Jared Dines? I'm Jared. I'm 19, and I never learned how to read. Ellie and Jared say goodbye. What is with these people named Jared? Giving musicians on Twitch 2,500. What? How do you have that much money to throw around? Okay, that's my poor background coming through. Jared Kushner. Yeah, Jared. What is with people named... Yeah, Jared Leto, the Joker guy from Suicide Squad, the one that no one likes. Like, Chrono Trigger, ProJared. What is with people named Jared? Okay. Oof. Darn. It's just ridiculous. I don't trust these Jareds. They're can't take them seriously. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, so Paper Mario fans are just way out of line with they're just sheer ridiculous. Hey, look at this amazing channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and buy my book. Yeah, a Paper Mario documentary. What? A Paper Mario documentary? Okay, this can't be good. Hang on. What's the general gist of this?
The year is 2007. You've just gotten a Wii as a gift, and with it some games. You take a look at the games you've been given. Super Mario Galaxy, Wii Sports, and a third game. A very interesting game with the title Super Paper Mario.
Oh yeah.
Very curious as to what this is, since you've already played the other two games. You boot up the system and get immersed in a seemingly flat universe, taking control of a Mario made of paper. But how did this series begin, and where is it today?
I'm just interested in seeing what he has to say about certain games.
It was originally revealed on May 11th at E3 2006 and was set to release on the Nintendo GameCube. On May 30th, an October 7th, 2006 release date was announced.
It was supposed to come out in GameCube, really? Oh well, it was announced that late. I knew it was coming into GameCube that late, really?
However, the game would then get delayed to finally release on the Wii, first in North America on April 9th, 2007, April 19th in Japan, September 4th.
I don't care about the
songs rankings. Songs like The Ultimate Show and Gloam Valley are just a couple. On the Nintendo 3DS during that year's holiday season. Sticker Star was the first game of the series to get a release on a handheld, but it was much more different than just that. The game's main new additions were the stickers, which were items scattered throughout the world and the player could use in battle.
This is boring. Ugh. I can't even watch these YouTubers. They're just like, let's list off basic facts. Oh no, not this video. Oh no. I guess we talk shit about Arlo. I guess we could talk about his classic, iconic Paper Mario video. Okay. Let's see. What? Leak Paper Mario sequel or remake? Leaks. Make Paper Mario great again? Not Paper Mario. Oh no. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to look at all these. Nintendo's changed. So is there hope for Paper Mario? Oh no. Arlo. A true Paper Mario game is likely coming in 2020. I love how their implication is that like the 1,000-Year Door is a true Paper Mario game and the others are just like posers or whatever. It's ridiculous. Like they're not that different. Just really. So about those new Paper Mario and Metroid rumors, I don't care, Game Explain. Let's see. Should I report them for this? Game Explain is a joke. All right, let's look.
Dear Nintendo, I'm done.
That's it! He's done! He's leaving YouTube. The Muppet's done. The Muppet's gone. Holy shit. Praise be to Zelda. It's finally happened. He's done. He's done. He's off YouTube. He's gone forever. Go away, Arlo. Stay away, Arlo. It just... Okay, not really. This video is like 4 years old. It literally is 4 years old. It's been that long. It's just... Damn.
I'm done. Sometimes you hold hope in your heart to help you get from day to day. You have to hold on to that hope. But after a while, you reach a point where that hope can...
Paper Mario is the reason this guy lives. His day-to-day life. Like, when are they going to make a 1,000-Year Door sequel? Without the 1,000-Year Door 2, I have no reason to live. It's just, what the... It's such a ridiculous... Man, ridiculous, man.
Can only hurt you. And all you can do is let go and move on. It's better to simply accept that there is so that you can start to heal. Nintendo, you just announced Paper Mario Color Splash, and the hope...
Yep, Paper Mario Color Splash is a legitimately good game. As someone who played the game when it first came out 4 years ago can attest to. Fantastic. Ooh.
For a real Paper Mario sequel that I've been holding on to for over a decade...
Real Paper Mario sequel.
I'm letting it go. A lot of people will tell me not to judge the game based on this short clip, and we won't know until the game's out, but I'm not playing that whole game. I know what this is. I know what I'm seeing when I watch this, and it's basically Sticker Star 2. I see no partners, no RPG elements, no interesting enemies or environments or characters. I see Sticker Star 2. With all due respect, Nintendo, I don't think you have any idea how much the first two games mean to us. You just...
The first two, not Super, like, they always go on about, oh, my characters, oh, my partners, but they always seem to forget Super Paper Mario had that too. Like, I would say Super Paper Mario is darker than the 1,000-Year Door. Would people agree with me on that? Maybe the general concept. Maybe the 1,000-Year Door has darker elements in, like, the backstory. Like, it has, like, the whole you're dealing with the mafia in like this crime-ridden town, and you're fighting dragons that are eating villagers and stuff like that. Like, really, it goes back into what I was saying earlier. Is that like Super Paper Mario is not all that different from the Thousand Year Door from like a storytelling standpoint. It just has a much better pacing, and really, I just only the first two had interesting characters. No, in fact, I would say the more memorable characters came from Super Paper Mario. Like, who can forget the whole Mimi scene where she sort of reveals her true form for the first time, right? That's like the villains in this are genuinely interesting and memorable, more so than I think the X-Nauts. To be completely honest with you, they stick out in my mind more. They feel like more like real people with real motivations and radically different powers and stuff like that. Like it feels more interesting. I don't mean to like talk shit about the Thousand Year Door. I really need to preface this a lot. I love the Thousand Year Door, but people like this who always, again, it's not enough to just say the Thousand Year Door is a good game. You have to like put it way above everything else, and that's just a mindset that I don't really respect. Okay, let's continue.
Just don't get it. You don't understand the depth of our love for them. For the characters, the excellent battle system, the awesome stories, the worlds you gave us to explore that made the Mario universe seem so rich and alive. I've never been able to quite put my finger on what made those games so darn good. But it was something, and it's clearer than ever that you simply do not understand that. For starters, if you understood, you would have never announced the game in such a casual way. When I think of a new Paper Mario coming, I imagine a reveal as grand as one you would get for Zelda or Metroid. Some sort of exciting trailer, maybe starting with a little teaser, then reveal...
What? Metroid? What has Metroid had any good reveals? Like, Metroid Prime 4 had a logo, like... Samus Returns was announced at like a E3 live stream, and then like Federation Force got that infamous E3 trailer. Federation Force is amazing, by the way, but man is Arlo like reaching. Metroid is not that popular. I just throwing that out there. Ooh.
Feeling that yes, this is a brand new Paper Mario game, but you didn't do that. Bill came on with a goofy little paint joke and was just sort of like, hey look, here's some new Paper Mario. You get to paint and there are cards and it's kinda cool. Anyway, Pokken Tournament. And I was like, what? The fact that Paper Mario has become such a casual little amusement to you speaks loads about the disconnect between you and fans of the series. But that's all probably the least of it. If you really understood how much we love Paper Mario, you would have never removed the refined, addictive, turn-based combat and replaced it with substandard...
What? Yeah, let's talk about the great combat while showing Super Paper Mario.
2D platforming and a 2D 3D mechanic that never lives up. And if you understood, you most certainly would have never even dreamed of not only removing all experience points and RPG elements, turning battle into something that's better to avoid, but...
That's always a narrative Sticker Star fans always point out. That's simply not true. Like, battling gets you coins, which helps you buy better stickers, which makes battling more efficient. There is no reason to avoid battles. Suggesting that avoiding battles is better than battling, like, it really does speak volumes. I do think the vast majority of Sticker Star critics never actually learned how the battle system works and how to take advantage of it, and all the really weird, strange peculiarities. One of the reasons I really want to come back to Sticker Star someday, and something I hope to expand on in this channel, is that Sticker Star actually does have probably one of the best Bowser fights in any Mario game ever. It's this massive, epic 5-part battle where you sort of can use all of your stickers in really engaging, innovative ways, and it's fantastic. It really is a true test of like how well you've learned this game's specific combat system. I do think people vastly overstate how bad Sticker Star is. Sticker Star is not bad at all, is what I'm getting at here. But Sticker Star has a lot of things really going for it. If Sticker Star has any problem at all, it's too unintuitive. Like, I really do think most people don't realize how good the combat actually is. Otherwise, you wouldn't see Arlo raging about this. Oops.
stripping the series of any sort of plot, or delightful characters, or interesting, cohesive environments, or most egregiously, any Bowser humor. Look, you simplified Mario's main games, and I get that. I totally do. You tried having hub worlds and stories and adventure-y stuff, and you decided, you know what? Mario's just about simple platforming and nothing else. I didn't exactly like that decision, but I understand it, and most people are fine with it, so cool. But would you take the next Zelda game, for instance, and remove its story? Would you break the world into small...
Breath of the Wild didn't have much story. It really didn't. It's kind of amazing that he specifically said that.
All isolated areas accessed via world map? Remove items in Epona and just have sword fighting? But it's a...
Wait, remove items? Remove items? Breath of the Wild doesn't have a ton of items. So Arlo just... Wow.
Okay, because there's all these silly swords you can get and they all do different stuff. Would you do that to such a beloved and deep series? Because there was a time when I thought similar treatment of Paper Mario would be impossible. The first Paper Mario was called Mario Story in Japan, for Pete's sake. That game and Thousand Year Door were epic quests through huge lands, with the sequel building incredibly on every single aspect of its predecessor. This series was the perfect companion to the other Mario games, which were, and still are, more about just picking up and playing for a bit of jumpin' fun. One has to wonder why on earth you would be unsatisfied with this perfect setup of Story Mario and Platforming Mario. Now, I do have a theory. When the first Mario and Luigi came out, naturally I was like, whoa, it's like Paper Mario on my Game Boy. It had most of the same mechanics, but with a bit more action in the combat and a much sillier feel. I imagine that over time you started to be like, why do we have two separate Mario RPG series? We wouldn't have two slightly different Mario Golf or Mario Party series running concurrently. So you figured that Mario and Luigi could be the official RPG series, and Paper Mario could be more about whatever papery mechanics you could come up with in a form that doesn't necessarily have to match any sort of set style. That's why you then tried to make the game about platforming and perspective. And you know what? Super Paper Mario was definitely enjoyable, if just for one playthrough. Do you know why it was still fun, though? For me, personally, it was the fact that it still had an epic story and a fun cast of interesting and often hilarious characters. Half of what I loved had been replaced with stuff that was, okay, but that story still made it worth it. But you weren't done experimenting. You sat on the series for several years, then released Sticker Star, a game that just broke my spirit. Here was a game that was just oozing with style, just exploding with it. The visuals were amazing, the paper aesthetic was finally perfected, and collecting and using stickers was so darn much fun. And turn-based battles were back. But like I said earlier, battling when you didn't have to just wasted your stickers, and that nearly ruined the whole game by itself. But then there were still no partners, and in fact, barely any characters at all. There was no plot. Oh no, Bowser stole the whatever sticker and we have to go get him. Plot synopsis over. There was no overworld to explore, there were no towns, just dots on a world map. Super Paper Mario at least had half of what I loved about the first two games. Sticker Star had like 10%. The rest was dumbed down, stripped away, turned into more of a shallow pick-up-and-play experience. And that brings us back to Color Splash. Yeah, I don't know everything about the game yet, I'm jumping to conclusions, yada yada yada, but I know what it's not. And hey, I'll even admit, just like the sticker mechanic, painting stuff looks like fun. If they fix the XP problem, they might have a little adventure light game that's enjoyable in its own way. Totally. But why does it have to be this way? Why are we just not allowed to have the Paper Mario we want? Take the style of the original games and add the sticker or paint mechanics and...
This kind of video, as much as I love the first two games, it really does like put me off the idea of like ever getting a game like the first two. And this is coming from someone who always really wanted a new Paper Mario. It just feels like it's complaining for the sake of complaining. This is a problem that Arlo has in general, but like, what's his point? It's not like the first two games, so I don't want it. It's just...
And you would have incredible experiences. Each one would be fresh while still being exactly what we want. We love it when you try new things, Nintendo. We really do. But not when those new things replace nearly every old thing that we love. You know what? I know what we're asking for is kind of a lot. Those first two games were probably way harder to develop than the other games. Good plots are hard. Writing is hard. Big connected overworlds are hard. It's hard to make a grand adventure that has a lot to it. But you've done it before. You used to do it all the time and on much weaker hardware. You used to be ambitious. You used to want to improve on your work, make it better every time. And that's what we want now. Don't be...
Come to think of it, like Super Mario, they always... this is a problem that Dark Moon gets a lot too. Kid Icarus Uprising. Why aren't the levels interconnected? Why are there level select screens? It's such a weird complaint to have. Like I said, it's complaining for the sake of complaining. It's like the equivalent of saying that, like, oh, Super Mario 64, all the levels, they're not interconnected. So they're all connected through this castle area. It's not realistic enough. Come on.
Be the company that aims only for simple fun and sacrifices everything else. Experiment, keep using new ideas, but make sure they're supported by a complete experience that we want to return to again and again. And this doesn't just apply to Paper Mario. Mario and Luigi, the series that effectively replaced it, has been getting stripped and simplified in terms of plot and world building in every title that comes after Bowser's Inside Story.
What are you talking about? Dream Team was like... Dream Team, I was shocked at how much new stuff they added. Like, what's he talking about? Like, really? Like, maybe... okay, Paper Jam is a bit of a different beast, but Dream Team is like... was completely new and fresh, and yet he's complaining about... Like, again, he has no idea what he's talking about.
It has to stop. Please, just take a moment to actually listen to
Please, Nintendo, it has to stop.
Your ravenous fans want. Go anywhere on the internet and tell me what the vast majority of people are saying. That kind of response is not normal. It's not healthy. You absolutely cannot deny that nearly every Paper Mario fan was extremely saddened by the disturbingly casual announcement of this game. Then when you're done reading angry tweets, go and check out some of the many fan games, or go and see just how absolutely crazy we all...
Yeah, the one true cure to Nintendo fucking us over. The fan games. It just,
are about the idea of using all sorts of Mario races as partners. The idea of further expanding this world that you've already started creating. We want a real sequel to Thousand Year Door, and we want it so badly. There's nothing more I can say, Nintendo, except... Please. Please make the Paper Mario game I know you're more than capable of making, that we've been waiting so long for. Make it silly and creative and charming with some cool new mechanic that brings something fresh to the series. But also make it Paper Mario. Well, thanks for watching this 20-something's heartfelt plea for a storybook-themed baby game. And just in case I did get the attention of someone at Nintendo, please let Pikmin 4 have a level editor. Please, oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please!
Okay. Oof. Been a while since we got a new Pikmin game too. So yeah, that's definitely something. Oof. Yeah, definitely looking forward to the next Pikmin. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, we need a new Pikmin game, definitely. I like Hey Pikmin, but I'm really anxious for the next big thing. Sticker Man bad. Fanboys lying about games is apparently documentaries. Yeah. These game analyst critics. Ooh, what was that video? Game analyst jump? I can't remember what it was called. Game analyst jump? I can't remember what it was called. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. I have to show you this video. This kind of oh, is this it? Wait. Is this it? Is this it?
Woohoo! Super Mario is famous for his jump, but it wasn't always so great. In his very first game, Donkey Kong, Mario's leap was incredibly simple. You could do one jump while...
Is this it? Wait. Oh no! Is this the one that... Wait. Is this one... This isn't it, is it? Oh, is this the same thing but taken completely seriously? Oh no, that's blowing my mind. Let me see here. Jump. Let's see. Let's see. The Spy Who Loved Me. Wait, what? Wait, game design. Damn, what? I can't remember what the video was called. Stop normalizing Nazis. Oh, no. From the extra credits video, that really notorious one. Damn, what was that video called? It was making fun of game analysts. It was this really hilarious thing that sort of mocked the idea of analyzing the concept of jumping in a video game. It was like it was making fun of people like Super Eye Patch Wolf, who sort of go like, Mario's jump is taken for granted by the gaming community, but did you know that at one point jumping is one of the most complex, intuitive, most meaningful mechanics in all of video games? Let's jump into our explanation. It was hilarious, and I am so angry that I can't find it. Just damn, it was such a good video. Super Paper Mario is way darker. Yeah. Maybe I'm just kind of selling Super Paper Mario short because I haven't played it in a long time, like I said. Again, I'm only on chapter 2, but I remember the ending though. Like, I can't think of anything besides the end of the world that I would call super dark. I guess that thing the pure heart in like the afterlife, the one that like has to die to become like the pure heart, like that's pretty dark. But I can't think of anything else. Yep. This is the first time I see an Arlo video, and he sounds pretty much like I expected. Yeah, for sure. Holy crap. Jim Henson be violated. Yep. He is a Muppet. Yep. Old things from my childhood are better than new things. The video. Oh, for sure. Yep. Sound like that Jim Sterling. Let's see. Yeah, alright. Oof. Man, I really wish I could find that video, but okay. Ooh, I dislike this one too. Did I dislike all of these? Unbelievable.
When it comes to Mario games, I've always found myself drawn more to the spin-offs rather than the mainline entries. It seems like Nintendo really safeguards their mainline Mario games while they let loose and have fun with their RPGs specifically. Paper Mario on N64 was just one of their attempts at a Mario-themed RPG, and it managed to be incredibly charming and inventive, eventually receiving a sequel on the GameCube that was even better. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is one of my favorite games on the system, and for a console generation as good as that one was, that's really saying something. These two games had such great premises behind them, as well as fun characters and worlds to explore for secrets. What really made them memorable was how good their comedic writing was, and there were even some darker moments thrown in to make the situations you were in feel legitimate. After these first two games, though, things started going in a weird direction for the series, leaving longtime fans confused about its current form. There have been 3 more Paper Mario games since Thousand Year Door, 4 if you count Paper Jam, and each one has felt like more of a departure from the roots of the series. So today, let's look at how such a vibrant and funny series slowly lost its sense of identity over the years, and who made the decision that this even needed to happen. To begin with, what was Paper Mario? It was a turn-based RPG series starring Mario characters and its own paper take on the universe we've become familiar with. It featured its own timing-based battle system where you could hit buttons at the right time to reduce the damage you took and increase damage on your enemies. It had so many little interesting ideas that added up to make a memorable battle system with unique mechanics you'd expect a Mario game to bring to the table.
Yeah, this video is too long and it's boring. Ugh. I definitely don't watch these longer videos. Let's see, let's skip to the Sticker Star segment. When does he first start talking about Sticker Star?
To combat, but maybe it was going to be a new story with the same general combat mechanics of Thousand Year Door, shrunk down to a portable size. To me, it seems like he just wanted to make something new for the sake of it, when really there's a lot you can do with the framework of the first 2 games to keep it fresh. Would it really even be a bad thing to get a very similar game to Thousand Year Door compared to what we actually got? So they came up with the idea for stickers in combat to give the game its own identity. He also told them to change the atmosphere, which I guess must have been a lot different than the milquetoast atmosphere it has now. Additionally, he told them from the beginning that the game would be fine without a story, and questioned if it...
Yeah, this is all stuff that's been debunked, I think. Let's see, yep. Super Paper Mario, the downfall of the series. Yeah. Ugh. Boring. Yeah, that was kind of boring. Let's see here. Make Paper Mario great again. This title has gotten my attention, and it's shorter, so hopefully it's more entertaining. An Octoling? Oh, no.
I remember when Paper Mario released on the N64, and at first glance, I thought to myself, this can't be a real game. That was back in the summer of 2000, and I remember exactly where I was when I began my adventure. Since then, we've seen a bunch more games in the series, some good, some bad, some really bad.
Nope. Color Splash is not a bad game, as I've been quick to point out several times, and Sticker Star is great. So.
And before we get deep into the paper, let me know in the comments section below which Paper Mario game is your favorite, and why is it the 1,000-Year Door? I'm kidding, but that one.
I'm gonna shit on it just for that.
But seriously, that's the best one. Now, Paper Mario wasn't Mario's first RPG adventure. Back in 1996, Square and Nintendo gave us Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars for the Super Bo, Wyatt, Sushi, and Lackluster, each with their own buzz, and still is. I also think a large part of this was Your Door is often revered to be the Mario. And partners that aid Mario save Peach from Bowser's storyline, but with a few added twists. Bowser has harnessed the power of the Star Rod, a legendary scepter that can grant wishes, and Mario must partner with the 7 Star Spirits to take Bowser down and return the Star Rod to Star Haven. Here, we're also introduced to a number of partners that aid Mario's quest, including Goombario, Cooper, Bombette, Paracari, Lady Bo, Wyatt, Sushi, and Lackluster, each with their own different ability. And when Paper Mario came out, there were no expectations. The game was a fresh take on a veteran franchise, and it won the hearts of millions. It wasn't until 2004, when the GameCube was about 3 years into its life, that we saw a sequel to the N64 swan song that was Paper Mario. And then, Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door became the second game in the series, borrowing many gameplay and visual elements from the first, but this time it explored a new plot with new faces, both good and bad. Yes, there's some commonalities, like collecting the 7 star crystals, but this time Bowser wasn't the culprit. Much like Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo, there was a bigger baddie at large, and it was Mario's job to stop them. The 1,000-Year Door is often revered to be the best in the series. Now, this obviously isn't the case for everyone, but it was the perfect storm of writing, gameplay, atmosphere, story, and a wealth of other things that all made the game as good as it was. And still is. I also think a large part of this was because the second game expanded on systems that the first introduced before the series decided to go down different paths. Understandably, developers don't want to continue to rehash the same game over and over again, and it's often hard for franchises with multiple entries to continue to deliver.
I don't really disagree with any of this, by the way. It's not the analysis of the first 3 games that ever gets me, unless they're shitting on Super Paper Mario as well. It's always how they, completely attack Sticker Star, often very, very unfairly. Let's see if that happens here.
And there was a huge quality drop-off after the 1,000-Year Door because every Paper Mario game that followed just kind of seemed to miss the mark with fans. Super Paper Mario released for the Wii in 2007, and this is where things started to go south. And before we go down this path, I just want to say that I personally did enjoy Super Paper Mario. While it's not what I wanted at first, I did like the game, although the complete absence of a turn-based combat system left a huge gap that was poorly filled with gimmicky motion controls and some traditional Mario platforming.
What's he talking about? Motion control? The only motion controls in Super are, the tippy parts, right? Where you point the Wii Remote at the screen and, look for hidden objects, and you can... It's not gimmicky at all. In fact, I was just thinking... when I was playing it today, that it was really pretty intuitive and pretty interesting, and how much I missed the microphone in the controller, and just seriously missing the Wii Remote. The Wii Remote microphone is the thing that I miss the most about modern consoles right now. It's just it's so bizarre how so many companies did so many interesting things with that. No More Heroes had the phone. It's just This one, Super Paper Mario rumbles and it makes this neat noise. It just, it's so good. You forget about these things, but it makes you feel really nostalgic when you go back and play them again.
The series went on to produce more games such as Sticker Star, Color Splash, and even a crossover with the popular Mario and Luigi franchise with Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. From here, it just seemed like Nintendo was rotating between different categories of art supplies and finding ways to turn them into a clunky combat system. I'll admit, when I saw the trailer for Sticker Star, I saw Nintendo returning to the turn-based combat system, and I made the mistake of getting my hopes up. There was also the whole system of paperizing the world to place stickers, which honestly was a huge snooze fest. But I think where the combat system really fell short was reintroducing turn-based attacks with stickers as currency. If you didn't have a sticker, you didn't have that attack, and I much prefer the bank system that requires some form of point usage with items to replenish those points. Oh wait, I'm describing a traditional RPG. Yeah, that's what we want, Nintendo. Also, both Paper...
Man, these guys are so passive-aggressive. Holy shit. Learn how to play Sticker Star. Just, gee, unbelievable.
Mario and the Thousand Year Door both had a wealth of party members that were interchangeable, and those characters added a whole dynamic.
It's so generic. Like, oh, I don't like the combat. Oh, I don't like not having party members. Like, you know, these are all the same. I don't care anymore. This is boring. Holy shit. These people, man. Complete fuck AIDS. Just complete. All right. It's way too early. Yeah, it is pretty early. Yep, another video spreading lies about Miyamoto. Yeah, making Miyamoto responsible for this. That is one of my pet peeves, and it's something I think has died down in recent years, now that Miyamoto's sort of like just taking a step back and is working on the Mario movie. But, oof. Blaming Miyamoto for everything was the thing back in 2016. It is a good thing that's died down a lot now, but, oh man, oof. Yep, these videos just suck up the already popular games. I know, right? It's unbelievable how these people sort of just latch on to all these pre-existing properties. It doesn't feel organic. It really doesn't. Like, oh, the Thousand Year Door is the best. I don't know. Like, why were there not more people like me coming out and saying that the original is better? Like, there are people who will say that. But I think among actual fans, people who actually play the games, you'll see a bit of a divide between which games people prefer. Like, I could see someone saying Super Paper Mario is their favorite, or Color Splash, or the original. Like, the Thousand Year Door is not the indisputed best Paper Mario game, and yet they always present it as it is, and like, oh, it's a travesty that Nintendo deviated from the formula. Not really, because when you get right down to it, like, the Paper Mario formula wasn't flawless, especially in the Thousand Year Door. Like I said, I prefer the original. And the newer games have made things better. They have made improvements. There are things that people like about the newer games, and they always try to discount that, and I hate it so much. It's a lot like what people are doing now with Nintendo Switch Online, right? Nintendo Switch Online. Remember back last year where everyone was saying that, like, oh, just put Super Nintendo games on there, then we'll like the service, and then they did, and then the same people are now bitching about N64 games, or not getting the right Super Nintendo games, and so like, they always move the goalposts, and that's kind of what's happening here. That's kind of what's happened here, actually, because back in the day, right, back in 2016, before Color Splash came out, the main argument against Sticker Star wasn't against the combat, it was against the perceived lack of personality. By the way, the Sticker Star does have plenty of personality. The main complaint among fans was that, like, it didn't have a story, it didn't have characters, and it didn't have a real personality. And Color Splash took those complaints and just ran with them to the point where, like, I would say Color Splash is probably the funniest game in the series. Probably. I'm going to have to replay all of them to really come to a consensus on that. But Color Splash is hilarious, right? Color Splash has a lot of personality and a lot of charm and a lot of visual flair. I don't think it can really be disputed that Color Splash has great music and great visuals. And one of the things I've always pointed out when talking about how good the game is that it also has the best overworld, right? Like exploring the actual areas in Color Splash and Sticker Star are actually amazing in those games because every area is a level that you have to navigate and get through. And so they always introduce all these crazy new concepts that wouldn't have been possible if they had been railroaded by a simple story like in the original. Like what do you do in Color Splash? Like just compare the pirate level in Color Splash versus the one in the Thousand Year Door. Like the Thousand Year Door is just you going around, backtracking, talking to people over and over again, and then going in a dungeon and going through the water themed area, right? Like Color Splash has you like navigating the sailboat. It has you like looking for treasure. It does a lot to really make you feel like part of the adventure, right? Like Color Splash nailed the pirate aspect better than the Thousand Year Door did, like in certain ways, but you don't really see people talking about that. It's always like, my plot, my story, my characters. It just never stops. It's just, they never acknowledge anything these games do right. Like, for example, I don't really like Star Fox Adventures. I said that in the past. I don't really like it, but it's one of those games, man. I've played it several times. I know everything about it. There are things about it that I really, really enjoy. The visuals were gorgeous. I do like the general idea of Fox being out of his element. Like, there are things about Star Fox Adventures that I really like in spite of everything, right? It's the last Rareware game. Like, in spite of all my problems with, like, the way the traditional Star Fox gameplay was handled, with how the core game is handled. Like, Star Fox Adventures is a deeply flawed game, right? So, I'm just... it's interesting. Like, when you have a typical Nintendo fan who has a problem with the game, like, I don't like Banjo-Tooie as much as I like the original. I don't like Super Mario Sunshine as much as 64, or Galaxy, or Odyssey. Like... even when you have those kind of situations, you still admit when a game does things well and is interesting. But like, I feel like the Thousand Year Door fanboys, the rogues. I was trying to come up with a name for them. I came up with the rogues after Rogueport, the main town in the Thousand Year Door. These rogues, we need to come up with a better name. But the rogues are like insisting that, like, no, there is nothing good about Super Paper Mario. There is nothing good about Sticker Star. There is nothing good about Color Splash. There is nothing good about Paper Jam. It just gets so tiresome, and it's not worth taking seriously at all. It's just, it's unbelievable. Yes. I posted the Discord link at the top. It is the same debate channel as last time. If you want it, yep. Yes, I plan to debate anyone. Anybody who wants to come on, can come on. That will be the point. That will be the policy going forward on the LeeLive stream. I would like to talk about my general topic first before we get to the debate, but I think that's what we're going to do going forward. Anyone can come on at any time. As soon as I'm ready, I should say. Yep, it's available. Let's see here. All right, so if we're going to go to the debate section, yes, my novel Cruel and Beautiful is available now on Amazon. It's been out for a day now, and I'm super excited about the project. Vampires, vampire hunters, monsters. It's so exciting. So please check that out if you're interested. And let's see. Also, I have my other project, Eye of the Dragon, but I'll have to start talking about that one again soon. But Cruel and Beautiful is the focus right now, so buy that one. Let's see, Wage Cut Gamer. I am now older than Super Mario 64. What? How does that make any sense? Okay, let's see, what else is going on? Let's see. Dr. Robotnik. Let's see here. The Switch's best-selling games: Super Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 22 million. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 18 million. Super Mario Odyssey, 17 million. Breath of the Wild, 16 million. Pokemon Sword and Shield, 16 million. Pokemon Let's Go, 11 million. Splatoon 2, almost 10 million. Super Mario Party, almost 9 million. Yeah, damn. The Switch is like fire right now. Holy crap. Right now, I'm going through like Wii and GameCube games, so I'm kind of taking a break from Switch right now. I don't plan on playing my Switch again until, probably when Samurai Showdown comes out, or that After Night game, or that fighting game from Arc System Works that's coming out on the 20th. I can't remember the title. It's something ridiculous. The Switch's best-selling games: Pokemon Let's Go, Splatoon 2, Super Mario Party, New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, Luigi's Mansion 3, well-deserved. I just finished Luigi's Mansion 3, and it's great. I uploaded a video talking about it, and I really, really liked it. Again, Dark Moon is one of those titles that I think was unfairly treated by the Pretendos. I thought it was great. Luigi's Mansion 3 doesn't seem to have that problem. Like, really, when you get down to it, like, I think a lot of Pretendos have this autistic hatred of level select screens. I just don't get it. I don't respect it at all. Super Mario Maker 2, Link's Awakening. Yeah, Link's Awakening somehow did 4 million. That's amazing to me. 3 Houses, Ring Fit Adventure, Astral Chain, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Out of these, the only one I don't own is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. That's kind of ridiculous. I'm not going to buy it because it looks like shit, but what is the best game of that list? Because I'm buying a Switch later this month. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, I am really excited about the next Nintendo Direct, and I can actually do Nintendo Direct reactions now. So I'm super, super excited about the inevitable announcement for the Nintendo Direct of 2020, like the first Nintendo Direct. Man, I was expecting a real one in January because it's been too long, and yet they're not doing it. Oh yes, there's big news. Yes, there's big news in PlayStation. PlayStation 5 is expensive. Let's see. Yep, there has been news on the PlayStation 5 front. This seems to be confirmed. I know it's coming from gaming journalists, but this seems to be verified. Sony struggling with PS5 costs. Price point uncertain. Bloomberg says the system currently costs $450 to make. That's just to make. They're going to have to mark up the price if they're going to make money off of it. Are they really going to sell this for $450? Sony is struggling with costly parts driven by high demand for memory components that could drive the price of the PlayStation 5 to around $500. Yeah, if it goes up to $500, it's not going to be able to compete with the Switch. That's what I think is going to happen. Sony is going to announce the PS5. They're going to try and hype it up. They're going to try to make it look exciting. And then Nintendo's going to drop a Nintendo Direct and then a price cut for the end of the year. That's why I think the Switch hasn't gotten a price cut yet, is that they're waiting for the PS5 so they can just sort of drive home the fact that Switch is better. Assuming they need to do that, but let's see. Imagine how embarrassing it would be if Sony launched their PS5, their brand new console, and then the Switch outsold it 2-1 or more, right? Doubled its sales. How terrible would that look? And third parties would really have to justify supporting PS5 and the Xbox over Switch. They really can't keep doing this. They can't keep doing this. These companies do not have unlimited money. It seems like they do, but it needs to come crashing down. It really needs to. It really should have happened already. When you get down to it, PlayStation and Xbox are not successful brands. When you get right down to it, the only reason they exist is because they have huge, especially in the case of Xbox, they have huge corporations backing them that are have other things other than gaming. It's embarrassing to see people pretend to be excited for PS5 or Xbox One. Oof. Yes. Ugh. So yes, I am not optimistic about the future of PlayStation and Xbox. I hope this generation marks the final Xbox. I hope that's the case, and I hope Xbox leaves the industry soon afterward. I think it's on the way. I think it's inevitable with the rise of game streaming, like with it coming to market and like all these companies trying to make it a thing. I think it's going to happen eventually, especially as like other services that people buy PlayStations for. That's something I've noticed too. I mentioned this the other day. People don't play games on their game consoles. Like everyone I know uses it for streaming movies and stuff like that. Like that's once TVs that have that sort of feature built into them, like there's not going to be any reason to own a gaming console or a PlayStation or an Xbox. Like that's the future of PlayStation. I think they're multimedia. The main draw to PlayStation is going to become irrelevant, and it's going to make the console too expensive, and most people who want to play games will just gravitate to the Switch, which has already kind of happened. Like looking at these Switch sales, it's kind of embarrassing. But yes, oof. I guess we could check NeoGAF and Reset Era. Oh yeah, I'm totally open to debates, by the way. I guess I could just open my voice chat and then see if anyone comes on. Let's see, we could look at NeoGAF. Because, of course, I want to network with my audience and then talk about my books and stuff like that. Yeah. What games are even popular on other consoles? Like, it's always like FIFA, it's always COD, it's always something like super mainstream. Like, I don't even know why they bother. Like, oof. With BioWare gone, Untitled Goose Game wins the DICE Awards Game of the Year award. So basically, Game of the Year award is like losing all of its credibility. Unbelievable. This is like Undertale and Stardew Valley tier ridiculous. Oof. But I don't even care. Like, these awards are so biased anyway. Like, all this is going to do is just make people more skeptical of game awards going further. Like, giving stupid shit like this a Game of the Year awards. You're honking right. I don't know anything about Untitled Goose Game, but like everything about it has been a major red flag. Was 2019 really that bad? Yeah, well, if you weren't a Nintendo fan, maybe. Ugh. Oh, it's a good game. You just don't know anything about it. Yeah, sure, whatever. I strongly doubt that. It really doesn't feel like most people talk about video games in these. PS4 and Xbox One Jan sales considerably lower than 360 and PS3 sales. Yeah, sales are already going down. It's already happening. Like PS4 is already kind of obsolete, but it really is mostly the brand name at this point. The Last of Us 2 is hands down the most ambitious game Naughty Dog has ever made. Game, is it? Okay, so you're actually making video games now? Oh, wow. Sony is struggling with PlayStation 5 due to pricely parts. We already talked about that. The Last of Us 2, lesbian porn. Pokemon Sword and Shield has 16 million units at the boycott fail. I guess we talked about The Last of Us. The Last of Us is basically going to be going through that soy boy, lesbian fetish audience. This is something I keep noticing when it comes to lesbians in media, is that it seems to be coming from straight men who fetishize the lifestyle. So you're always seeing people shove them into everything, like Korra, cartoons, and shit like that. And now it's happening to Naughty Dog and video games. And I don't think the core audience for The Last of Us, which is men who want to protect their daughter Fu, is really going to be pleased with. A lot of people I've noticed weren't even happy about playing as Ellie. So I'm interested in seeing how this responds. I expect the gaming media to be be hyping it up and saying it's better than the original, but I expect mainstream audiences to vastly prefer the original. The original was shit, but I think fans of the original will continue to prefer the original. Soy boy. Yeah. The Last of Us 2. It's been over a year since we last got an update on the highly anticipated The Last of Us Part 2. It's amazing how Nintendo can go a year without talking about like Prime 4. How Nintendo gets shit for games they haven't announced yet, right? Like games like, new Metroid games, new Animal Crossing games, new Pikmin games, new F-Zero. Oh no, how dare Nintendo not be making this? But then like Naughty Dog can spend like an entire year not talking about The Last of Us Part 2 and like nobody cares. It's unbelievable. But speaking at Manchester Comic-Con this weekend, star Troy Baker managed to whet our appetite with some tidbits about what we can expect from the title when the title deploys. The actor... it's the hands down the most ambitious... So the actor's hyping it up. Who cares what the actor thinks of the game? I don't care what Troy Baker thinks about video games. Yes. I thought it was coming out in May. Has it been delayed again? Well, they probably can't say that it's not the most ambitious game. Yep. Similar like this year's FIFA and iPhone is the best ever. Yeah. They're definitely. Oh, whoops. Wait a minute. Was that what I thought it was? Oh, no. Did people actually post it? Not even in the... Yep. Oh, no! Leaked footage from The Last of Us Part 2! Oh, no! Yeah, you can see where the audience is with this. Unbelievable. Well, I don't think Naughty Dog is going to make their lesbians that attractive, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Maybe they'll surprise me. I think the LGBT community isn't going to be happy with this either because of the way this works, right? Like you have these sort of okay, shit. What was I going to say? Damn, I lost it. Like, they're always going to be unhappy about something. My guess... Oh, yeah, that's right. It's becoming a thing in the LGBT community to dislike killing someone in a gay relationship so the other character can angst. So, apparently in The Last of Us Part 2, Ellie's GF dies, and then Ellie just sort of, like, goes on a roaring rampage of revenge. How dare you take my woman? Bang, bang, bang. That's The Last of Us Part 2. Like, people don't like the idea of them not living together, defying biology, and having, like, a bunch of kids together. Like, people hate that idea, okay? It's just... like, they have to both live. Like, you have to prove that homosexuality is the ideal lifestyle choice. It just... I don't think straight people are going to like it, and I don't think LGBT people are going to like it. LGBT people, let me see, what's a good example? Harry Potter, that was the example. J.K. Rowling pretending that Dumbledore is gay. The LGBT community do not like that because it's just clearly coming from someone who doesn't understand the lifestyle and doesn't understand, like, the community or just... It comes off as pandering, and people don't like it. People, no matter what your belief is, don't really like it. Unless you fetishize it. That's the thing. And that's why I'm calling this, like, lesbian porn, because that's all it is. It's just like, ooh, look at all... Ooh, look at us. We're cucking the boys. We're not interested in men. Get those dicks away from us. We have each other. Just, what the fuck? Don't they actually do that in, like, that trailer where they're at the dance, where they talk about, like, how Ellie is cucking some guy or some shit? Like, I don't know. Is Ellie supposed to be bisexual? I don't know. Like, are people going to rage if she ends up, like, with a man at the end? I don't think it's going to happen, but that's... Would they even imply she's bisexual? It's just, whatever. Definitely not looking forward to this game. It's going to be shit no matter what, but I'm wondering just what it's going to be that sort of alienates the audience. People are getting more and more skeptical of this gay propaganda, so I hope it sort of alienates people. Just, ugh. I hope people call it see through The Last of Us this time. Like, it's not some cinematic masterpiece. The first game wasn't good either, but I think this is going to be a controversial moment in gaming. The Les of Us. Oof. So this is where gaming is going. I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to get a lot worse. I can't imagine it getting worse. Like, most people aren't really accepting, like, trans narratives, right? Like, trans people are women. Like, it's just, ugh. I don't know what they're going to do. Like, what are they going to do? Like, put transgender people as leads? Like, that's going to alienate people in general. Just, again, the reason they're using lesbians so much is because, like, people fetishize them. So that's why they can get away with it. But, like, transgender people would alienate the audience. Like, bestiality would alienate the audience. Like, pedophilia would alienate the audience. It's just, they can't really go much more extreme without going into, like, questionable territory. It's just, ugh.
Not the same.
Ah, here we go. There we are. Hello, are you on?
Yeah.
Yes, hello. Let's see. So yes, why don't you just introduce yourself and then...
I'm TS Nintendo gamer,
Yes.
and I'm a big supporter of LGBT.
A bit... What?
LGBTQ.
Your sound is not coming through.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay, let me see what I...
Da, da, da. Yeah, so I'm not too impressed about the current state of The Last of Us. Well, I was never a fan of The Last of Us anyway, but that goes without saying. Oof. Is it possible to be successful and still play video games? Yes, I am successful and I still play video games. Politics in video game, it's gonna fail. Yep. Yeah, so are companies actually backing off of the politics? That's kind of what I was getting into, is that people don't like this stuff. Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney has argued to keep politics out of gaming altogether. Yep. That's a good point. Like politics in games is becoming like this toxic sort of thing. And I think Last of Us Part 2 can fall under political, especially if it goes after like Trump and like the Trump administration, certain pushing the feminist angle. That can be considered political, and people don't like that. You can have a female protagonist without making it political, as Metroid can prove. But yeah, I think politics in gaming has reached the point where like people are aware of it and outright want to avoid it. Oof. So yeah, just push back against certain companies that are pushing this kind of stuff. Yeah, I'd like to talk to him, but his microphone isn't working. Yep. Let's see. Is it possible that he's successful and still play video games? Is he right? If you don't work nights and weekends in your 20s, you're not going to have a successful career. Sorry. Well, who is this guy? He has a South Park avatar, so I don't really take him seriously. But yeah, I am doing that. And I mean, I could be successful without that. But like, should I talk about my life plan a little bit? Yeah, obviously I'm going for like really successful. Like I'm not wanting to, just be a homeowner or whatever. Just make a living. I want to be like a millionaire and go beyond and stuff like that. That is why I work nights and weekends. I don't think I needed to work nights and weekends to be successful. And I don't know. Like, what is success? What is happiness? Like, really, I'm against this idea that you have to work like all the time to be successful. I certainly don't. Like, this isn't working. The worst you can say is that like I might be marketing my books and building my YouTube channel. Oh yes, I am. I have picked out a new gaming camera, a camera. So, well, picked out one. I have one that I want to buy. I want to get that camera and improve the quality of pictures here, so you can make out my gorgeous Wind Waker pictures. But yeah, it's gonna be a while, I suppose. Best-selling author? No. Is there an author named Cody Lee? No. I am not the bestseller of anything yet. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna happen ever. I think the way things are currently looking. That just goes into how like the self-publishing thing works, or what I'm doing specifically. I don't think I'll ever be considered a best-selling author unless I can get a mainstream deal with a publishing house. But then I don't really need one. Let's see here. Is there anything else? Fire Emblem 3 Houses, 4 millions. Persona, 4 millions. DBZ. Let's see. Pirate Chads win again. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII R is coming out, and I'm not optimistic about it at all. Oof. Let's see here. So they said they added lots of extra padding and stuff to make Part 1 feel like a full game. Why not, instead of adding stuff to make Part 1, just remake the full game instead of episodic? Yeah, exactly what I said. Like, ugh. And it would take multiple years to make, unless they rush it out the door like they did with 15. They're making excuses, like they're in full shilling mode. Like Square Enix, I swear they have the worst shills on the internet right now, because they're always coming out, no, Kingdom Hearts 3, it's a good game. They just need to patch in critical mode. Oh, it's a good game. They just need to patch in the DLC. It's a good game. You just had to beat all the super bosses. It's just, if you haven't beat all the super bosses, you're not a real fan. It's ridiculous. I hate Square Enix shills right now. They are the worst. And like, you can't really call out like all these major red flags of Final Fantasy VII-R because of these people. Like, yeah, why is it episodic? Why didn't they remake the whole game? Why did they change the battle system? Why are they padding it out? Like, it's just, I really want to see it go downhill. I really, really do. All right, I definitely want to. I definitely want to. Final Fantasy VII-R. It comes out next month, so I'll definitely be talking about that. I'll probably do a, DSP gaming commentary stream where I watch him play it and then talk about how bad it is.
Hello, everyone. Darkside Phil here, and welcome to.
He plays everything, and it's so easy to. Make fun of the game. He's playing Donkey Kong 64, really? Wow, that's a good game. It starts in the Old Republic. Yoshi's Island. Oh, no. He's played Yoshi's Island. Oh, no. Playing Donkey Kong Country. That was the last time I saw anything from him. Donkey Kong Country was the most painful thing I think I've ever seen in my life. It's the most simple game in the world. You just run, roll, and jump. That's it. And yet he couldn't figure it out. It's just... so painful. All right, let's...
All right, folks. Don't know how this is going to go. This
DSP.
is Super Mario World 2
DSP.
Yoshi's Island, the direct sequel to Super Mario World 1, although it's kind of weird because, as you're going to see, it is not similar to Super Mario World. Wait till you see how different this is. This is a story about... Bill, give me $1. This is a great game. I got this for Christmas the same year. So it's 41% of the hype train level 3. 4%.
I want to see how bad he is at it. That's all I'm here for.
Playing video says maybe they unlock when the timer runs out, maybe. It says 2 minutes, 22 seconds left in the hype train, so I guess we'll find out. That was pretty cool, admittedly.
Okay, I guess
so
I need
bad.
eggs. Yeah.
It just okay. Well, I guess he's just figuring out the controls now, but
There we go. I accidentally jumped in his mouth.
he's so
Okay.
bad. All right. All right.
Poopster says the hype train shows how high quality your community is. I think it's more.
I don't think it's as obvious with this one because it's not as complex as the game as Donkey. It's more complex than Donkey Kong Country, so it's not obvious.
Curiosity, we wanted to see what the hell it was, right? It's. Oh, I got it.
I don't know. Maybe once he gets past this.
So some of these coins are red coins. I don't understand what the red coins are doing.
Just like just everything's so frustrating. Okay, yeah, we probably shouldn't watch DSP. It's just too time consuming. Maybe if he had a
With this one,
this is how you don't play, but other than that, oof. Yep, very, very, very happy with oof. All right. So Final Fantasy VII R. Yeah, so if I'm not getting any callers, I think I will tune out. I think I'm about ready to sign off for the night. Maybe play some more Paper Mario. Yeah, so did you... I posted the link at the beginning of the... So if anybody wants to come on, I'll just link it here. And okay, well, I've always been ready, but like just a reminder that yes, I am open to callers. I mean, oof. If no one wants to come on, all right. So,
Dude, I'm on.
oh yes,
Can you hear me?
yes,
Okay, that's good.
yes. Okay, now it works. Hello.
Hey, I'm TS Nintendo Game.
Yes, yes. I've heard of you. I saw you in the chat.
Yeah. So the transgender people, I don't think you'll alienate anyone if done right.
I don't agree with that at all.
See,
Oh, I can't hear you again.
one because it's not as a complex.
really?
Yes.
Oh well.
Yeah, it keeps cutting out randomly. I can't have a conversation with you like that. I'm sorry. Oof.
Oh, okay. I get the problem. I'm not in the Wi-Fi area, right?
Which is best-selling games. All right, yeah. All right, I think I'm about ready to... Yes. All right, he left the chat. All right, if no one else wants to come on, I think I will sign off tonight. I think I've talked about everything. Unless we can find some, I don't know, weird Paper Mario. Weird Nintendo videos, like some weird hot takes. I can't think of anything. No February Nintendo Direct. Rune Factory 4 Special. Oh yeah, go out and buy that game, by the way. Definitely a classic. Let me see here. Debunking Nintendo Direct and E3 rumors. Yeah, you don't need a lot of effort to debunk that. Who are these YouTubers? Who cares about any of these people? All right. Yeah. Where are the weird videos? You have to like know where they are to. All right. Nintendo is for babies. Why Nintendo is for kids and everyone else too? Nintendo games for kids. Let's see. Nintendo's for babies. Why Sonic games don't suck. Ooh, yeah. Right now, people are damage controlling the Sonic movie. I don't know why. A lot of people are saying it's legitimately really good, but you can kind of tell that they're not being genuine. It's really weird. It really goes to show you how pervasive viral marketing has gotten, where it feels like a lot of these people are just, there was that really terrible initial reaction, and people sort of latched onto this one aspect, and then they changed the movie producers changed the design of Sonic, and so many people were saying that, like, oh, base, they were amazing, oh, unbelievable, but the movie still doesn't look good. The movie still doesn't look good. I still have no intention of seeing it. And to suggest it's as good as Detective Pikachu, it just, I really don't think so. Just by looking at it, I can kind of tell you that much. There's nothing about it that really interests me. And so many people have just been coming out here saying that, like, oh, Sonic, ooh, it's good. Oh, holy crap, look at Angry Joe's upload schedule. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog Angry Movie Review. The Lodge Angry Movie Review. Top 15 Best Movies. The Outsider. Yeah, just unbelievable. Like, just news videos and just movie reviews. Unbelievable. What a joke. I don't even think he made a gaming controversies video yet this year, for last year. Did he drop those? People keep telling him to bring them back, but no, we need more movie lists. It's just,
Well, let's try.
it just, yeah, Angry Joe is definitely gone downhill. A lot of these gaming YouTubers need to stop covering movies. I know he's a PlayStation fan, but you don't need to go to the theater. Okay. Yeah. So there are definitely weirdos out there, but, like, I guess their channels don't really explode unless they have something going on. Like, Arlo was only relevant because of the whole. Arlo was only relevant because of the whole Paper Mario thing. That's the only reason his channel blew up. It just I don't even know who else is out there. I don't watch other YouTube channels, unless it's specifically to make fun of. Like, if you don't recommend me of videos, yeah, you guys are going to have to recommend me weird YouTube videos to react to, because I haven't seen any. Is he not, like, if he defended the Wonderful 101 Kickstarter, I have, like, no... I don't know. His views have really gone downhill. Like, gee. I mean, this is a guy with, like, 5K subscribers. He can't manage, like, 500 views a video. Like, man, what did he do? Like, he alienated me, but I'm not really sure why everyone else dropped off. He has, like, all these hot take opinions and stuff like that. I don't get it, man. Does he want to be a gaming YouTuber or what? Why does he keep doing it? Why did I do that? I don't even know. Black Bond doesn't get a ton of views either. Yeah, the Corporate Slave Awards that I was not even nominated for. Black Bond was specifically reminded of my existence all throughout 2019 from a certain someone, and yet somehow I still didn't make it out of the Corporate Slave Awards. Man, there are people who don't need to be on there too. Like, who's on there? Let's look at the panel here. Yeah, JTech TV, Pat the NES Punk, Kid Smooth, Black Baron. Like, why is Black Baron even on there? I don't know who all these people are. Like, Fratanga, isn't he a PC? Isn't he, like, a PC gamer? Like, who are these people? Like, personally, I would probably vote for Pat the NES Punk, but that's probably because I know who he is. But I don't know, man. Imagine making an entire live stream every year going over, like, specific YouTubers and how much of, like, how much of a corporate slave they are. It's just unbelievable. All right. Oof. Oh, hang on. Did I click my video? I don't know, man. I don't know. Imagine making an entire live. Now, those awards are just Sony fanboys targets. Yeah, that really does feel that way, doesn't it? Why is a PC gamer on this list? Like, what did Pretendo even do? Like, I know he's a PC Master Race guy. I think he's that guy who made that video responding to me, like, saying PC gaming is dead. It's just, how is he a corporate slave? It just doesn't make any sense. And I don't think I saw any PlayStation fans on there. I might be wrong about that, but yeah, the PlayStation bias in these online communities, it's kind of oh yeah, I should talk about this. Isn't it kind of ridiculous? Like, I just noticed this. Well, I've been noticing this for a while, but I don't think I've outright said this on stream. I've noticed that over the past 10 years, a bunch of people who were around in the early Wii U days, I'm thinking of people like Ash Billion, I'm thinking of people like Active Gamer Life, I'm thinking of like all these different people, right? A lot of those guys who were covering like Nintendo content are like gone. They basically like moved on with their lives and they're doing something else, right? I myself was not actively making videos around that time. This is actually new for me, even though I've had this account for a long time. Meanwhile, the PlayStation and PC gamers have been here for like, the same people have been here doing the same exact shit for years. And it's just so sad and so pathetic. It's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. Let's see. So unless people are, unless there's some weird conspiracy on Twitter, some weird rumor I'm not aware of, I think that's it. I think I'm ready to stop streaming. Oh, what? Oh, who is this person? Yes, like I said, I'm willing to talk to anyone. But yeah, I'm really tired, though. I think I am ready to stop. Yep, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything I want to talk about. I think my copy of Project X Zone 1 is waiting for me in my mailbox, so I'm definitely going to go out and get that. Probably not even going to play it. I'm just going to bring it in the house. I'm going to go get that. And I will see you all next time. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, and buy my books because I will be coming back probably, I don't know, like tomorrow maybe. Definitely when something else happens. I'm not sure what is going to happen, but we'll have to see. I mean, there's always more stuff to talk about. Yeah, we were just talking about Paper Mario. I guess we could talk about like Star Fox next or something. Do a proper Star Fox stream, maybe. But yeah, great stream, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Hopefully, we will get a new Nintendo Direct soon.